Hey there Gemini, it's Maria Guyan here from Wild Fox Alchemy, and I'm here to do your business reading for July 2021. I've changed the way that I film my videos, and hopefully you'll be able to see the cards better, and hopefully it'll be an improvement. It's a bit less cluttered, it's a bit more close. If you've got any comments on it, if you prefer it, I've taken the music out as well. I had background music, mostly because it helped calm my nerves. But I've got rid of it because I didn't know whether it was being annoying. I don't know. Let me know if it was annoying you or not. But anyway, let's get on with this reading because it's for July. It's holiday time. The summer is here if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. And let's see what this month has in store for you and your business. So we start with a spirit animal. Now, I did used to shuffle the cards on camera, but I'm also aware that business people are busy people, and I was getting a bit self-conscious about the amount of time I was spending shuffling, and I don't want to waste your time. So I meditated on the cards, I shuffled them, I laid them out, and then we'll just get on straight with the reading. Okay, so we start out with Rhino Spirit. Overcome any obstacle. What a great card. This is the overarching energy really for this month of July. You can overcome anything is what I'm being told. Don't worry about obstacles that might come up, because with grim determination and the power that you have behind you of the rhino, you can overcome anything. I also just got a message there about rhinos being endangered and rare and unique, and this is a reminder that you are rare and unique, Gemini, that there is nobody like you, that you're one in a million, and just have faith in yourself. So that's the overarching energy for this month, Gemini, the Rhino Spirit. So let's see what we've got in the main part of the reading for you. I'm just going to pop him there for now. So we start here with what's going on in the present, and we have the King of Shells, harmony and integrity. Now, the King of Shells is all about emotions, actually. He's a bit of a healer, but he controls his emotions. He's very sort of constructive energy. This is not destructive at all. It's quite fun, actually. It feels like you're feeling quite balanced at the moment. You are holding it all together and doing quite well. What have we got crossing you? She says, dropping them. We've got the Sun. We've got the Sun, card 19 of the deck. This is a major arcana card. It stands for vitality, joy, achievement, enthusiasm, freedom, energy, success, fun. It's a beautiful card. It's one of my favourite cards, actually. Now, because it's crossing you, we have to kind of look at the balance of energy in this card. And we have to kind of look at where the blockage might be. What is actually blocking you from this achievement, enthusiasm and joy? Is there something getting in the way? So in order to find that out, we need to come down here to what you're subconsciously focusing on at the moment, and that is the King of Feathers. Now, the feathers are swords in the Rider-Waite deck and other traditional decks, and this is another king here. We've got two kings so far. It's pretty cool. This is a guy that stands for logic and justice. He's flexible, but he's good at making decisions. He's fair. He's all about rules and boundaries. He's an authority figure. This is something that represents your intellect, your thought, your rational mind, communication skills, that sort of thing. And this is what you're subconsciously focusing on, being in alignment, I feel, with your business, and being quite powerful, putting the facts out there. What needs healing this month? We've got the Tower. Right, okay. Another major arcana there, release and revelation. This is a change. But this is not a change in the present. This is a change in your past, in your childhood, or, sort of a long time ago, that is blocking you. It's contributing to this block. So let's see what we've got in the recent past, what's been going on. The recent past is the Two of Shells, union and harmony. This is about partnership, somebody seeing eye to eye, emotional connections. So have you been making some really good emotional connections recently, Gemini? It's an interesting one. Then we look up here at what is your conscious focus, and that is the Three of Crystals, collaboration and productivity, which actually leads quite nicely from the Two of Shells, because you're looking for partnership, you're looking for union and harmony with somebody. And then we come to this card, which is all about collaboration and being very productive. It looks like you're looking for people that will help you move forward in your business, Gemini. So let's see what the near future has for you. It's the Six of Shells. Very, very emotional reading, actually, this initial part, isn't it? And the 6 is standing for cooperation. It stands for making memories, working well together. It can also talk about some stuff from your childhood, which is interesting. So once we've turned all these cards over, then we'll start looking at what this actual whole reading is all about. Your external environment is the Knight of Crystals. Now, the Knights are an adventurous bunch. They're warriors, they're action takers. Some are slightly slower than others. Some are, you know, well in there. All they want to do is crack on. In this case, we've got the Knight of Crystals here. He is the equivalent of pentacles, physical things that you can actually touch, material things. He says, he's talking about routine. He's methodical. He's conservative. It's endurance, he plans, he's not a risk taker, he's quite slow. We've got the camel there as the animal representing this particular card. And I feel like everything feels a little bit slow around you at the moment, and not necessarily just for you, but for other people. Maybe other people aren't keeping the pace with you, and you kind of want to boot them up the bum. That's the energy I'm getting from that one. We then go to what your hopes and fears are, and we've got another Arcana card, a major Arcana card, the Emperor. He focuses on stability. He is a guy that is about rules and boundaries, what's right and wrong. Very interesting kind of link possibly between these subconscious focuses and what you're consciously hoping and fearing, or what you're subconsciously hoping and fearing. So we'll get to that in a minute. And your possible outcome is the King of Acorns, one of my absolute favourite cards. Acorns are the equivalent of wands. This is a guy that's about optimism, innovation. He brings people together. He's a leader. It's an absolute brilliant card for entrepreneurs. He's a visionary. He is charismatic. This is either somebody that possibly you will be collaborating with in your business. You will find this person that will help you to boost your business through that, or it's you stepping into that sort of power of being optimistic. I feel like this is quite an optimistic reading in a lot of respects, but there are a couple of cards that I feel like I want to clarify. So now we've turned them all and we know what they're all about, let's see if we can build a story and see if we can clarify the cards that are giving us a little bit of confusion. So we started off with this King of Shells, and we talked about harmony and integrity and emotional stability. This is all about, it's about your feelings, it's about possibly creativity, your intuition, your business relationships in accordance with this reading. We're not talking about romantic relationships here, we're talking about business and financial relationships. And I feel like you've been quite balanced. You are doing pretty well. You have overcome quite a lot of stuff, I think. And as a result of it, you've had to control your emotions a little bit. And you've felt like you've needed to find some balance. And I think you've found that balance recently. I think, you know, you've been quite balanced. You have a tendency to overwork and overthink things, but I feel like you've had some balance going on. But then we have this beautiful hummingbird here. The sun, vitality and joy. And this is classed as an obstacle. It's crossing you. And I just wonder what's going on there. What is it that's actually blocking you from this wonderful achievement? Maybe you just feel blocked from the achievement. That, you know, maybe You're in balance, you're working hard, you feel like you've got everything in a row, all your ducks are in a row, but then the achievement perhaps isn't coming in as fast as you'd like. Perhaps sometimes you lose a bit of enthusiasm. Perhaps you lose a bit of energy sometimes, and you need to maybe think about that, focus on the possibilities, focus on the vitality and the true joy in what you're doing. I do wonder if sometimes you get a little bit disheartened, and that's why this is coming up as a potential block, that maybe your vitality sometimes is lacking. And maybe another thing is that you're not always taking the time to have fun, and that could be something that you need to look at. If you're not having fun, then yeah. So this card in this spread that I do indicates the root of the problem. And I talk a lot in my work about the subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind creates all manner of issues. Consciously you can think one thing, and subconsciously you think quite another, and you aren't always aware of what you're thinking. Now this is the King of Feathers. Feathers are the same as swords, which is about your intellect and your thoughts. This guy, as I said before, is about logic and justice. He's about making decisions. He's about setting boundaries. He's about fairness. And I'm wondering how he relates to this, because this tower moment in your childhood past that needs healing is somehow related, I think, to this King of Feathers. This is about some sort of massive change that occurred, a deep upheaval, something really quite traumatic. Sometimes when I do these readings, in that particular position, we can have quite minor issues, something that's quite small, something like, I don't know, maybe somebody didn't communicate very clearly towards you or something like that. This one is different. I feel like this is a deep trauma, something that was big, something that has had a major effect on your life. And I'm wondering what this subconscious issue is with the King of Feathers, and I'm going to clarify him, because I feel like these two are connected somehow. Generally, what happens in your past that needs healing is linked to what happens in your subconscious mind. So I'm going to actually clarify this King of Feathers, and I'm going to use the Rider-Waite today. Spirit, can you give us some clarification on this King of Feathers, please? Can you clarify this King of Feathers for me, please, Spirit? Because I'm not sure why he's here and what message he has. The Hanged Man. I've been told to go again, so I'm going to go again on that one. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so the Hanged Man. Another major arcana. This is a big deal. Whatever this is, it's a big deal. And the Hanged Man is all about patience and taking a step back. It's about perspective. It's about perhaps pausing for a moment to just observe what is going on around you, because things aren't always very clear. Now we have the Nine of Pentacles here, and this is a person who is surrounded by quite a lot of abundance. It's about security, it's about self-sufficiency, independence, comfort and luxury. So this is what you're subconsciously focusing on, and you're waiting for this. You're waiting for this to come in, is what I feel is happening subconsciously. You feel, right, okay, the message is coming through now. Subconsciously you feel like you should be getting to this by now. That you should be getting this abundance, this luxury. You feel like you've been patient, you've been waiting, and you're getting a little bit fed up, and you feel like it's perhaps a little bit unfair. In your mind, the fair thing to do now is to get this abundance, and it's not really coming in the way that you hoped it would come. And Spirit is asking me to point you back to this Rhino spirit of overcoming the obstacles. And it's saying to me, don't wait and worry and think about giving up, because it's coming to you. It's coming to you. It just requires a little bit of patience. And sometimes life isn't fair, is what I'm just being told as well. That, you know, if everybody who worked really hard got their abundance really quickly, then that would be marvellous. But sometimes life isn't always like that. But I do feel like there's a need for some decisions, and you need to wait and see before making them. I just had another phrase there about fools rushing in, about not being in too much of a hurry. And now I've got a Phil Collins song. You can't hurry love, which is a bit strange because this isn't a love reading. So I'm going to have to clarify this tower moment as well. Can you clarify the tower moment for me, Spirit? Because I'm not entirely sure what is going on there either. What was this massive change? And now I've got jumpers. So excuse me for a second. Ooh. We've got the Ten of Swords. Now, this is, when I said I thought it was a big deal, it's a big deal, isn't it? This was a betrayal, a very painful ending to something. Something really, really just, something stabbed you in the back without a doubt. You know, I mean, you see here, there's the swords, they're all sticking out of this guy. You know, he's trapped, he's stuck to the ground. This tower moment really, you lost a lot of confidence, I feel. I feel you really did lose a lot of confidence here in yourself and in others. So actually, this moving into working with other people in this recent past thing with the Two of Shells, you found that quite difficult, I think. I think there's been an element of not trusting, perhaps. Maybe you've set yourself some boundaries here around your business, and you know, perhaps you found it difficult subconsciously to get into a partnership with somebody, but yet it's here, it's happened for you, and that's what you've been doing. It's what you've kind of wanted. And definitely, I mean, your conscious focus, the Three of Crystals, is all about collaboration and productivity. And you know, we all get to a point in business where we can no longer be a one-man band. Some businesses we can't be a one-man band full stop right from the start. Some businesses we really do have to work with others, without a doubt. But I feel like you've had issues in the past where somebody stabbed you in the back, somebody's really messed you up. And I'm getting the message now that you've put a protective boundary around yourself over this. You've gone into it to see if it would work. You know you needed to do it to make a success out of your business. But then you've kind of decided that what you were going to do is just take a pause for a minute and wait and observe and see how it plays out, whether this was going to work for you or whether it wasn't. But the message is that it will work out if you can, you know, you hope that this collaboration will bring you some abundance and some luxury and what have you. You think it's going to take you to the next level. And I believe it will. I believe it will. Because we then move into that Six of Shells, which is, you know, obviously all about the cooperation and working well together. But it also talks, this card, about childhood and memories. And I'm wondering whether these memories relate to this tower moment where you've been betrayed in the past. And I don't know whether that was a business partner. Maybe you lost a business because somebody messed around and, you know, you got messed up big time. Big time. And now you want desperately this harmony, this company, this partnership. And you've worried about it. You're quite worried about it, I think. And then, as I say, we move into this Knight of Crystals, which is your current environment and what's going on around you. And it feels slow. Everything feels a little bit slow to you. People aren't perhaps moving on as quickly as perhaps you would hope they would. There's, you know, everything's very methodical and actually, I'm just being told that that's really good for you. I've just got the message that actually this Knight of Crystals in your environment, and what is going on around you, is the people that are helping you are methodical. They plan. They're not like you, Gemini. Gemini, and I am a Gemini, so I can say this with complete and utter honesty and love. you are not good at the sitting, being patient and getting on. You're all over the place. You're a bit of an action taker, but you're not very good at doing the planning first. You find planning boring. And so what you're needing in a person to come in and collaborate with you is somebody who is a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical, a little bit more focused on attention to detail. And that's the ideal person for you to work with in your business. And it might be driving you crazy, actually. This pausing, this waiting, this wondering whether this is going to work out for you is driving you a bit mad. But actually this person complements you quite well. And you need that sort of stability in your business to complement your ideas. You're an ideas person. You're a great thinker, a great communicator. But you need somebody behind you who is more methodical to balance out your business, to give you that balance that you really need. Which moves into the hopes and fears side of this, which is obviously the Emperor here. And where does he fit in, I wonder? He's very focused. He sets rules, he sets boundaries. He's very much about what's right and wrong. He's very about stability. Again, about this card here, the King of Feathers. He has a very similar energy about him. I'm going to clarify the Emperor and see whether we can get a little bit more insight into what he's on about. Because I feel very strongly that he's linked to this King of Feathers and what is going on with you subconsciously. I've got the Two of Cups there in reverse. So yeah, we've got this fear of not seeing eye to eye. You're worried, you're blocked, you're worried that maybe this balance and harmony isn't going to come in. And the reason that you're blocked is because of this betrayal. You have to let go of this betrayal and heal the betrayal that has happened to you in the past, because you have so much potential as a partnership. Definitely, there's definitely a partnership here that is just, it will be amazing. It will bring you everything that you need, because as I said, it complements you. The person that you need that is around you or that is coming in will complement you so well. Their skills, you know, a lot of times, I was reading something the other day by somebody who's hiring, and I was looking at what she was asking for, and she wrote a post, and she was talking about how when it comes to hiring, she used to try to hire clones of herself because she thought she wanted people who were like her, that would be fun, that were visionaries, that were very motivated, very great thinkers and all this sort of stuff. And then she realized that actually she needed people that were not like her at all. People that compliment her in what she does, and I don't mean compliment her by saying, yes, you're very beautiful today. I mean like compliment as in their skills match your skills in a way that, you know, the two of you together can just go miles and miles and miles. The two of you together are unstoppable. And so she realized she needed people that are opposite her in the way of skills. And I feel like this is your worry here, that you want, because we've got the Two of Cups here as your recent past. But then the hopes and fears you have are that this is not going to work out, that it's blocked somehow. You want stability here. You're focusing on making the rules in your business. You want everything to have boundaries. You want it to be stable. You want it to be fair and right, you know, and correct. But you're worried this connection isn't going to work out. Maybe they're not following the rules. Maybe you're worried about you're setting subconsciously all these boundaries so that you can prevent this happening again. Yes. It's clear. It's clear. You want to prevent this happening again. So you're subconsciously focusing on boundaries. You're taking your time, you're waiting, you're looking, you're observing. You're hoping that this is what will result if you bring more people into your business, if you collaborate with people, things will be productive, everything will work out. But your hopes and fears are that you're bringing these people in and that they won't listen to the rules that you are setting. And I just had a word of warning in my ear that said, don't be too quick to set ridiculous boundaries. And by that I mean, you know, whatever this was, it hurt like hell. It hurt like hell. 10 swords in your back hurt like hell. And you don't want a repeat of that. And that is why you've been setting these boundaries. But you need to be careful. Spirit is warning you that you need to be a little bit careful that you don't set boundaries that put people off. And that, you know, it's just too much. Don't sort of be controlling. I think that's, yes, that's what I mean. Don't be controlling over people coming in and collaborating with you in your business. And that leads me to this card, which is crossing, which is the sun. And that leads me to understand why that is there. You have lost a little bit of your energy and enthusiasm over this because of this worry you have that this collaboration isn't going to work out for whatever reason. But Spirit is telling you it's fine. You need to remember to have fun in your business. It doesn't have to be all blah blah bad stuff. It really doesn't. And collaboration can be fun. You can see eye to eye. You can find joy. This is the key word on this Six of Shells. It's joy. I mean, that's a pair of otters, and there's nothing more playful and fun than otters. And that is what's coming up in your near future. If you've got the right person. And I feel like you have the right person because they're annoying you. They're annoying you a bit because they're quite slow and not up to your speed. They don't think as quickly as you do. But that is a good thing. That is what I'm being told. That is a good thing, and it's not something to worry about. And you need to stop worrying about this collaboration not being what you want it to be. That these people are going to rebel against your boundaries. But you need to just not set boundaries that are over the top. Don't be OTT because you'll drive people away. You know, you need to be welcoming and kind and a good partner, a balanced partner. Don't be unbalanced and start being a bit crazy about, you know, what they can and can't do or what you'll accept or what you won't accept. Just remember that whatever happened here is your problem, not theirs. It's not their fault that this happened, and you have to try and let go of this to move forward. And Rhino says you can overcome any obstacle, you know. This is just a blip. It's a blip. Because at the end of the day, you're going to move into this King of Acorns, and that is going to bring you, just bringing people together. You are a natural leader, Gemini, without a shadow of a doubt. You're not a typical boss. That much I will say. You're not a typical boss. You like to have fun in your business. You like to have variations in your business. You like to do different things. You're a great ideas person. You want everybody to come to work feeling happy, feeling joyful. But at the same time, you've got this little bit of conflict over, you want them to enjoy themselves, but you don't want them to screw you over. You don't want to give them a mile. You can give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And somebody did that to you, and you don't want it happening again, and that is holding you back. It's blocking you from enjoying this collaboration with somebody else, or from even starting a collaboration with somebody else. But the energies around this are really, really good. They're really, really good. And I would just implore you to work with these people, because even if they're not the same as you, they're going to bring you, they're going to bring you a lot of good ideas and help you in the areas that you're a little bit weaker in. So I hope you enjoyed that, Gemini. I did. I'm looking forward to the month of July. It sounds like it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. If you'd like to leave a comment below, I would very much appreciate it. This is a baby channel, and I am trying to grow it. And don't forget, my vault is open with some free bits and pieces in there. My readings are open for private readings if you'd be interested in one of those. All the deets you need are in the description. And I'm going to leave it there for this month, Gemini. I hope you have a great month, and I will see you again in August.